emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics. Hello and welcome to the Final Order Report, where we bring you a hand-picked selection of comics and graphic novels before they head to print and quantities are finalized. I am Dan Merritt, Chief Purchasing Officer at Green Brain Comics, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop and your last chance to subscribe or special order before the final order deadline this Monday at noon, March 3rd. These titles will be hitting our shelves as soon as March 26th. Green Brain Comics and the Final Order Report are proudly powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com or download the mobile app for Android and iPhone. Create an account or access your existing account to order and pay securely online, ensuring you never miss an issue. Today I'll be using Comichub to showcase items from this week's Last Call for Confirmed Orders Carousel. Let me give you a quick tour, show you what's up. Okay, once you sign into Comichub, you'll see the orange banner is everything that may be in store for you currently, aside and waiting for you to pay for and pick up or for us to ship out to you. Behind the green banner is all of the carousels we will be looking at today. Let's go in there, and once you get in there, you see the top carousel rotates left to right. That's the results of your most current searches or the results of the most current catalogs. Below that is preview pages, PDF previews from some of the upcoming comics, some of which we may be talking about today. Below that is the orders due Sunday Last Call Carousel. That's the one we will be primarily focusing on today. But below that is next Wednesday's items. That's everything in this carousel that we are expecting on the shelves at Green Brain Comics on Wednesday, March 5th. All right, let's scroll back up to orders due Sunday, the Last Call Carousel, and open that up. Once that opens up, you see now we scroll top to bottom, but we have filters on the top, alphanumeric for getting right to the titles that you're interested in, or we have drop downs for publisher, category, brand, etc. Let's get back over here and kick it off with a focus on magazines again this week. Now that the publisher Tomorrow's Press has gone over to Lunar, their magazines are all on final order now. I'd like to show some of those off to you. How do I do that? I'm a professional. I don't have a stop card for that. Anyways, first up is Alter Ego Magazine 193. This issue focuses on the lavishly illustrated story of the Golden and Silver Age Superman artists that followed in Joe Shuster's footsteps. Guys like Wayne Boring, Paul Cassidy, Fred Ray, on and on. The list is legendary, including cover artist Martin O'Dell. That'll be available on June 18th. Also from Tomorrow's is back issue 159, a focus on Crisis on Infinite Earth, the 40th anniversary. Comic book creator takes a look at Rick Veitch. Cryptology. We get a real cool cover there. Skeletons and everything. Jack Kirby Collector Volume 93. This one with a cool Mr. Miracle cover. And let me see, Retro Fan Magazine 38 wraps up our focus on magazines from Tomorrow's Publishing. These are all on FOC this weekend, and most of them are shipping in June. Okay, next up, let's take a look at original graphic novels. First of which I want to show you today is Who the F Wants to Know, the new volume of cartoons collected from Huda Fahmy, author of a National Book Awards finalist. Who the F Cares? Many of these strips take place in Dearborn during Huda's time in Dearborn. I think she is now maybe California, something like that. But this is good old cartoony fun from Huda Fahmy. Huda Fahmy. F Wants to Know from Penguin Books. It's also available on hardcover. Also from IDW Publishing is this original graphic novel from John Allen called The Well. 720 pages for $29.99. Fantagraphics has a bunch of stuff on the list this week, including this Atlas Comics Library Volume 5. These are a little bit pricey for my blood, but if you're interested, get that order in. That ships on April 2nd. Also from Fantagraphics, Honoria, A Fortuitous Friendship from cartoonist Janice Shapiro. 352 pages for $39.99. This cool looking thing called Precious Rubble, a landmark graphic novel debut and groundbreaking work of trauma recollection told in the style of post-war children's comics from writer, artist, cartoonist Kayla E. This is 196 pages for $29.99 from Fantagraphics Publishing. One more? A couple more from Fantagraphics. This one called Skin from writer Mike Versip and artist Sabian Clement, who also did this cover. This lyrical graphic novel paints a captivating portrait of two women in search of themselves. Feeling adrift after her daughter leaves the nest, Rita makes the audacious move to model nude for a live drawing class. This new volume from Fantagraphics Books is 288 pages for $34.99. And finally from Fantagraphics, this is Squeak Chatter Bark. This charming middle grade graphic novel focuses on 11-year-old Hazel McCrimlisk's scientist parents as they are kidnapped inside the ecosphere they live and work in. Can Hazel and her friends find them in time? Hazel and her parents live in an idyllic life in a treehouse in the perfect animal world's biosphere among a series of ecologically controlled environments. Wow, that looks cool. Nice cover. Squeak Chatter Bark from Ali Fitzgerald is 248 pages for $24.99 from Fantagraphics Press, available on April 2nd. And finally, in this week's Spotlight on Original Graphic Novels is Ducks 2 Years in the Oil Sands, first time in softcover. This is one of Barack Obama's favorite books and long listed for the Carnegie Medal from writer, artist, cartoonist Kate Beaton. This stunned the world with its unflinching honesty and candid vulnerability, cementing its place in the graphic novel canon alongside Mouse, Persepolis, and Fun Home. That's right. Here it is, 436 pages for an unbelievable $24.95. Ducks, 2 Years in the Oil Sands, available on May 7th from Drawn and Quarterly. And that wraps up our focus on original graphic novels. I got about a bajillion number ones to show you this week, so I'm just going to give you a couple quick reprint notes here. First among them is limited collector's edition 59 Batman Strangest Cases facsimile edition featuring this Neil Adams cover. Also features Bernie Wrightson, Frank Robbins, Dick Giordano, Irv Novick, and this big oversized facsimile is clocking in at $14.99 for 59 pages. I'm sorry, for 80 pages. Yeah, and will also be available in a foil version for $16.99. Oh, also a blank version, $14.99. Over at Marvel Comics, we get a new facsimile edition of Fantastic Four number 4. This is one of my favorite issues. This is the most ludicrous comic. So many good reads on this book. From Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, 32 insano pages of Fantastic Four number 4. We also get a second print of All New Venom number 3 with this recolored cover. Doom Academy number 1 gets a second print, also recolored cover. And finally, in the new printings, we have Ultimate Wolverine number 1 third print with this recolored Alessandro Cappuccio cover. I think I'm good on these. I think we got plenty of second prints in stock. If you want it, make sure to let me know. All right, that does it for new printings. Didn't really have too much for second issues, so let's dive right into our final report on first issues. Okay, first up is... Oh, I guess there was a second issue. I'll show it to you. What the heck? It's Jump Scare number 2. Number 1 just came out this last week. It was my pick of the week. It was fun. A lot of fun from Cullen Bunn and Danny Luckert, who did this cover. Check out number 1. If you're a horror fan that likes superhero action, you'll dig this. If you're a horror fan that likes humor, you'll dig it. If you're any kind of fan that likes cool art, you'll dig this. Jump Scare number 2. All right. Now let's do that. Focus on first issues. First up is a one-shot from AWA. This is by writer Mark Russell with art by artist Lacey and a cover by Mike Cho. Welcome to Protopias, the new science fiction anthology series from Futurific Studios and AWA that explores the most possible futures that can come to pass as we try to make the right choices in imperfect realities. In this double-sized debut issue, Eisner and Ringo Award-winning writer Mark Russell spins the tale of Mirawa, a floating city populated by refugees that has become a beacon of hope in a world beset by climate disaster and civil war. From Mark Russell and artist Lacey with a Mike Choi cover, available on April 2nd. Paulus number 1. And from Mad Cave Studios, we get this brand new series from writer Chris Condon with art by Gigi Shaw. In the summer of 1983, teen friends Mike and Brian seek escape from rainy day boredom by exploring Brian's abandoned family home, a notoriously haunted house. What they find below their sleepy eastern Pennsylvania suburb will unlock the doors to adventure and danger. With an A cover from Jacob Phillips A B cover by Francesco Francavilla, who knows how to do a horror cover. This is Far Down Below, number 1 of a 6-issue miniseries from Mad Cave Studios. Over at Dark Horse Comics, we get a new great British bump-off volume, this called Kill or Be Quilt. John Allison and Max Sarin return for this new cozy mystery, following up on their hit baking murder mystery, The Great British Bump-Off. Surely there is no vacation more drama-free than a boating holiday. Boating holiday along the sleepy canals of Yorkshire. Oh, you'd think so. Sadly for Shauna Wickle, it's tough to escape poisonous small-town rivalries and sultry romantic entanglements when traveling at a steady 2 to 3 miles per hour. And to make things worse, she's about to find out how ruinously expensive a hastily tied knot can be, from John Allison and Max Sarin. With this Max Sarin cover on A, The Great British Bump-Off, Kill or Be Quilt, with a B cover from Lissa Tremaine, available on April 9th from Dark Horse Comics. All right, over at Dynamite Entertainment, we get a new Vampirella volume for 2025. This one, of course, written by longtime Vampirella writer Christopher Priest, joined by his oft colleague Ergun Gunduz. This is the long-awaited returns as the long night begins. Okay, Vampirella's infant son, stolen by her evil twin Draculina, has finally been returned to her. But Vampy does not know the baby, has not bonded with him, and lost and alone, begins spiraling into postpartum depression. A mysterious figure named Cicero arrives, claiming to be Vampirella's infant son, somehow transported 40 years back from a dark future wherein Vampirella, consumed by bitterness, has become the Witch of Ashthorn. From Christopher Priest, Ergun Gunduz on interiors, and covers by Lucio Perillo. Greg Land, of course. Mark Spears. Look at this Mark Spears cover. How cool. Werewolves are cool. We also get this Elias Chatsotis cover, a cosplay cover, and that's all for Vampirella number 1. Available on March 26th from Dynamite Entertainment. All right, over at IDW, over at Oni Press, we get this very cool project from Eisner Award-nominated writer-artist Patrick Horvath, creator of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Comes a 56-page self-contained one-shot that delivers a brutal new vision of capitalism by combat. In the future, the world's finance league exists to benefit all, randomly choosing those from among the billionaires and trillionaires of the world and presenting them with a choice: either donate half of their assets to the common good or defend them in ritual combat. Yeah. Reigning champion and real estate magnate Ted Brooks has 22 victories under his belt, defending the wealth he schemed and stabbed to get when he is forced to face his ex-wife, Luella Dominguez, in a fight to the death. From Patrick Horvath, who did this A cover, we got a B cover from Matt Kint. Junie Ba. That face is saying bah. Matt Lisnowski, that's beautiful. And Noah Bailey providing covers for Free for All, one shot from Patrick Horvath. 56 pages available on March 26th. And that does it for our focus on number ones from the small press. Let's go a little bit bigger with this new series from Image Comics, Bitterroot, The Next Movement. This is number one of a 5-issue mini-series from David F. Walker, Chuck Brown, and Sanford Green. A lie built a house of oppression. The bitter truth will burn it down. It is 1964, the height of the civil rights movement. A group of activists. Not too much in terms for art, this one. All right. Let's go here. A group of activists have gone missing, and a new generation of the Sangre? Yeah. A new generation of the family must face a menace far worse than anything their ancestors ever encountered. The monstrous Genu creatures born out of hate and racism have evolved into a threat that few people are willing to acknowledge, and even fewer know how to fight. A brave new chapter in the epic saga of the multiple Eisner Award-winning series begins here. Bitterroot number one, The Next Movement, with a cover by Sanford Green. This cool wraparound cover. Let me get over here. There it is. This cool wraparound cover from Tradd Moore. Hopefully that'll be in color, because I loves me some Tradd Moore art. Yeah, that's totally built for color. How weird. Bitterroot, The Next Movement, number one. Also has this blank sketch cover, available on March 26th from Image Comics. Get your orders in by Monday at noon. Also from Image Comics, we get a new volume, a new storyline starting in Feral. A perfect jump on point. Aw, let me get out of here. There it is. A perfect jumping on point for new readers. Elsie and the indoor cats continue to fight for their lives in a rabies-infested nightmare world. They narrowly escape the clutches of the crazy cat lady. But at what cost? Lost and afraid, our feline heroes are about to face their most dangerous challenge yet. An abandoned pet supply superstore. Uh-oh. From Tony Fleeks and Trish Forstner, with an A and a B cover by Tony Fleeks and Trish Forstner. It's Feral number 11. Jump on now. Also from Image Comics, we get this one shot from Garth Ennis and artist Dalibor Talajic. This is 48 pages for $7.99, so I'm guessing this is going to be in the larger black label format trim size. This is a one shot with a perfect bound magazine trim size of 8.5 by 11. Every parent thinks their kids grow up too quickly. But not like this. In one bewildering, terrifying instant, every child below the age of 1 disappears to be replaced by creatures beyond their mother and father's understanding. What happened to the kids? Who are these deranged, hyper-violent adults who have taken their places? One horrified couple do their best to solve the nightmarish puzzle, but before they can find the answers, they seek... They must survive the night. This is awesome. Oh, from Garth Ennis, the man who brought you The Boys and The Preacher. Oh, they bring you the best horror each month. Kids. Oh, with this B cover by Dalibor Talajic as well. Oh boy, we get a new Universal Monsters mini-series. This one is The Mummy. An Eisner Award-winning superstar resurrects one of the most iconic monsters. Award-winning creator Faith Erin Hicks presents a stunning new vision of the seminal horror film like you've never seen before. Helen Grosvenor is a woman born to two worlds and belonging in neither, of course. Forever haunted by a cursed encounter as a child, when unknown voices bring her back to an Egyptian dig site from her past, Helen will unknowingly play an unexpected role in the rise of a monster known only as the Mummy. Written and art provided by Faith Erin Hicks, who did this A cover. And we get a B cover from Joshua Middleton. We get a blank sketch variant for $4.99 for Universal Monsters, The Mummy 1 of 4 from Faith Erin Hicks. Ooh, here's an exciting one. And it's a full sentence, so you know it has to be from Matthew Rosenberg. This explosive double-sized first issue. After her mad scientist father is killed by the world's greatest spy, a 13-year-old Annalise is left all alone in the world. Sort of. Her dead dad's robot bodyguard is following her around for some reason. Now, Annalise has a choice. Try to lead a normal life for the first time ever, or seek revenge and maybe overthrow the world order in the process. Image Comics proudly presents Image Comics proudly presents a journey of regret and retribution, super spies and pseudoscience, growing up and global domination from brilliant artist Stefano Landini and okay writer and friend to all retailers, Matthew Rosenberg. We get this A cover from Matthew Rosenberg himself. I'm sorry. We get this A cover from Stefano Landini. Pardon me. Mattia Di Julius cover on B. A C cover by Josh Hood. Ooh, I like that. A Tula Lotte cover. All four. We're taking everybody. Pardon me. I'm very sorry. We're taking everyone down with us from Matthew Rosenberg and Stefano Landini. Available on March 26th from Image Comics. 40 pages, $4.99. And from Matthew Rosenberg's oft contributor colleague Tyler Boss, it comes this new miniseries from Tyler Boss, joined by artist Adriano Turtolici. It's been 10 years since the release of He Came In With a Smile, the true crime smash hit that chronicled the brutal murders committed by the nursery rhyme killer. But in the decades since its release, its author, Seth Holmes, hasn't produced another title. He wants to write a story with a happy ending, but every time his fingers clack across the keyboard, it always ends in his character's death. Worse yet, these tales of blood and barbarity that flow so freely from Seth's mind are starting to happen in real life. Turn the page on this giallo-inspired thriller with multi-hyphenate Tyler Boss and breakout talent Adriana Turtolucci. We get this A cover from Tyler Boss, a B cover from interior artist Adriana Turtolucci, an E cover from Gigi Cavagneo. All for You'll Do Bad Things. Image Comics, March 26, 32 pages, $3.99. And that does it for Image Comics. Let's bump on over to DC Comics. Pardon me while I wet the whistle a little bit. Let's kick off with a big new title coming up from DC's All In. It is Absolute Martian Manhunter from newish writer sensation Dennis Camp and artist Javier Rodriguez. Join them as they transform the absolute universe. Beyond Mars, beyond physical form, beyond human understanding, all that's left is the ultimate alien, the absolute Martian Manhunter. Yeah. This is good stuff. We got covers from interior artist Javier Rodriguez. Guillaume Marsh on the B cardstock variant. A C cover by Marcos Martin. Rafael Albuquerque on D. And a foil variant from the Javier Rodriguez cover. A foil logo design variant. And a blank cardstock variant, all for Absolute Martian Manhunter #1 from Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez. You can't get much bigger than this release, folks. The hotly anticipated, pardon me, can barely even see this. The hotly anticipated sequel to the smash hit storyline, Hush. Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, an all-new epic saga begins here. Hush returns. Hush 2, Electric Boogaloo, from everybody's favorite writer, on-time artist, and journeyman anchor, Scott Williams. There it is. Where am I going with this? We've got so many covers, and they're mostly by Jim Lee. We got this A cover for $4.99. The cardstock variants come in at $5.99. These are connecting variants, one of two by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. A J. Scott Campbell cardstock variant. Gabriel Del Otto on the E cover. A Dan Mora Hush cover. A Tony S. Daniel courtside cardstock variant. What the? This looks like fun. Who's that? Tony Daniel? All right, cool. And a blank variant for Batman 158 with a foil version of the Jim Lee variant, Jim Lee A cover. This foil variant will be $7.99. A wraparound foil variant. Let's get back over here and show that off. This is a wraparound foil variant by Sean Gordon Murphy. All for... oh, I'm not done yet. This just continues. This is also going to be available. Let's show it over here. This is also going to be available in a giant size special edition, measuring at the 11 by 17 cut size. This giant size special edition will come in at the at that format price at $14.99 for the A cover, and a foil variant for $19.99, printing the first issue of Batman Hush 2 in oversized Treasury Edition. Wow. Oh, they also just announced that this will be releasable on the Tuesday before New Comic Book Day. We'll see what happens there. They're allowing us to sell it at 6:08 p.m. A tribute to the first issue number from the Batman series that the first issue of Batman Hush debuted. 6:02, I think. I'm super brilliant. All right, Batman 158. There'll be hubbub. We'll talk about it soon. Available on March 26th. Okay, also from DC Comics, we get this brand new 5-issue miniseries from everybody's favorite writer-director, James Gunn, who is joined by Tim Seeley and artist Matteo Lally and Mitch Gerrits for Peacemaker Presents the Vigilante Eagly Double Feature, number 1 of 5. They gave Peace a bad name. DC Studios' James Gunn steps in as a story consultant for 5 issues of insane calamity when 2 fan-favorite characters share the spotlight and equal page count. The Vigilante story starts with Peacemaker when Peacemaker has disappeared. It's up to Adrian Chase, the Vigilante, and Peacemaker's bestest friend to find him. The crime bosses of Evergreen must pay. Let's see. We get an original DC Comics story inspired by James Gunn's visionary Peacemaker stories series on Max. Yeah. So we get the A cover from Mitch Gerrits himself. Get a B cover by Dan Panosian. That's cardstock at $4.99. Derek Robertson from The Boys, and Mitch Gerrits' foil version. All for Peacemaker Presents the Vigilante Eagly Double Feature from James Gunn and Tim Seeley. All right, that wraps up our focus on DC Comics number 1s. Now let's wrap up this very long program with an even longer list of let's see, first issues from Marvel Comics. All right, first of which is All-Star Venom number 5. Who is the all-new Venom revealed? Great jump on point or a great head slap point. This has been a fun series, all built around a mystery. Who's the new Venom? Who is it? We don't know. We're going to find out in issue 5, and I'm letting y'all know. This is up for FOC this weekend with a whole bunch of different covers, including this A cover from Adam Kubert. And we get Suspect variants from Clayton Crane. Get the Madam Mask variant, the the Robbie Robertson variant, the Rick Jones variant, and the Luke Cage variant, whose head looks really small on that body. We get a whole bunch of other cool variants. Look at this. Eric Larson on All New Venom. That's cool. A Giuseppe Camuncoli connecting variant. And, of course, the spoiler variant, this featuring art by Martin Kokolo, all for All New Venom number 5. Who is the All New Venom? Next up, we get this first ever Concert of Champions one-shot, a festival bringing together the Marvel Universe's biggest and brightest musical stars. Headliners include Dazzler, Luna Snow, Lila Cheney, and Spider-Gwen. But who or what is the mysterious new metal band Deep Void, and what are their sinister intentions? Musical mayhem is in store in the mighty Marvel Manor, plus a top secret debut that you won't even realize is happening. It's Concert of Champions number 1 from Dazzler miniseries writist Jason Liu, with art by Rafael Loureiro, and this cover by Javier Garrón. Ivan Talavera on that cover. Jiyoung Lee. Rivals. This is a NetEase Rivals variant. I'm not sure who's that character. Is that Luna Snow, right? Who is a K-pop star, right? And that is for Concert of Champions number 1, available on April 2nd from Marvel Comics. 32 pages for $4.99. Okay. It's a big one, folks. Just in time for the Daredevil series over at Netflix. We get this brand new series from Daredevil veteran writer Charles Soule, who is joined by artist Steve McNiven for this new miniseries called Cold Day in Hell. Hell Gone Cold. Yeah. After a horrific series of events, the world is in shambles. Matt Murdock is old, and his powers have faded to nothing. Matt will not, however, sit by and watch his fellow New Yorkers suffer. So instead of swinging around the city with his Billy Club line, he slings soup at a food center for the poor. But when a mysterious, wrinkly old man interrupts a secret convoy, causing an explosion, a deadly gas fills Hell's Kitchen, and this tale takes a turn that will change how you look at the man without fear. From writer Charles Soule and artist Steve McNiven. Get this, a cover by Steve McNiven. Look, it's a Frank Miller cover. Frank Miller knows how to draw Daredevil. I'm telling you. Then we get this Lionel Francis Yu cover and a Rose Bash variant on Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, available on April 2nd. 40 pages for $6.99. Maybe this is just a one-shot. Maybe. This, I know, is a one-shot because I looked it up. It's Ironheart Bad Chemistry. A nemesis returns, sending shockwaves through Riri's world. She's already attacked Chicago once and made off with a valuable artifact from the DuSable Black History Museum. Well, I got stuck there. Now the alchemical transformer Chem is back for another bite of Ironheart City. And this time, she's not alone. What is Chem's connection to a classic Iron Man villain? And can Riri stop her before all of Chicago burns? From Hugo and Eisner winning writer John Jennings, who teams up with all-star artist Jethro Morales for an action-packed flurry of blows in the Windy City, with a cover by Eder Macias on a Mateus Manhanini cover. Very nice. Paris Elaine. All for this one-shot Ironheart Bad Chemistry #1. Okay, here we go. Spinning off the brand new video game sensation, Tokyo 2099. The time rift has disrupted the web of life and destiny, leaving the world's heroes to battle it out over the best way to fix it. One group, led by Penny Parker, wants to plug the web into cyberspace to repair it. The other group, led by Spider-Man, favors a more conservative approach of using chronovium to strengthen the web and allow it to repair itself. The time rift makes rivals out of us all. But which team will overtake the other? Collecting the Marvel Rivals Infinity Comic 1-6 for the first time in print. This is a one-shot by Paul Allure with artist Luca Claretti. With an A cover by Toki Tokoro. Adam Warren on this cool Galactus-inspired cover. I'm not sure what that character's called. Galacta. A Federico Sabatini Jeff the Landshark variant. All for Marvel Rivals #1, available on April 2nd. 48 pages for $6.99. Here's a good one. We got a one-shot celebrating the 10th birthday of Lunella. It's a birthday celebration, a decade in the making, and the whole Marvel Universe is invited. But Moon Girl is bringing her own agenda to the party. What could her secret plans be? The mischievous, impossible man threatens to upend the festivities unless Lunella can rally her guests the way only the smartest person in the Marvel U can. Plus, who is Devil Girl and Moon Dino? Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur turn 10. Oh, I remember when they were just zero. From writer Brandon Montclair and artist Natasha Bustos with this Nick Bradshaw cover. Nick Bradshaw, you rock. A special Devil Girl and Moon Dino variant by Anand Ramcharan. A Natasha Bustos variant. And a Todd Knock iconic variant. All for Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 10th Anniversary Special. April 2nd. All right, let's close off with this mighty thing. This cover. Okay, folks. Round 2 of Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe comes in against the Incredible Hulk. General Ross has no tolerance for monsters in any form. With his anti-kaiju task force, the Thunderbolts, he's taken down or imprisoned the biggest and baddest monsters on the planet. Fin Fang Foom, Mothra, Kumanga, and even the Hulk. Now all that's left is his biggest hunt of all, Godzilla. But the Thunderbolts' efforts to bring this last monster to heel may just result in the most destructive battle royale to ever rock the earth. It's time to figure out who's really the strongest there is. Round 2 in a series of 6 one-shot throwdowns from writer Jerry Duggan with interiors by Giuseppe Camuncoli, who did this A cover of googly-eyed Godzilla that I just love. Look at how round his eye is. He's looking at me. Is he looking at me? Get a Lee Garbett versus variant that I think is pretty cool. Leonardo Romero, the King of Monsters homage. Look, it's Godzilla versus the Gargantua. A Nick Bradshaw monster homage with Jet Jaguar. This really is the best part of my week. A Peach Momoko variant? I don't think so. Who did this? That's Paco Diaz. That's alright. You did a good job there, Paco. A Scott Koblish classic variant coming off of that Herb Trimpe style. Oh, look at that. Beer Belly Godzilla. Godzilla versus the Hulk. Number 1, one shot. Oh my gosh, we got this Stonehouse variant. That's so cool. All for Godzilla vs. Hulk. This one shot will be available on April 16th. 32 pages for $4.99. And that does it, folks. We did it. We did the whole thing. Oops. Let me go back here and do the other thing. First thing I need to do is let you know that we're going to be doing some events very soon. We got a couple cool upcoming events that I'll show you about right here. First up is Brain Candy number 66. Our monthly event happens on the third Monday of the month in March. That is March 17th, which also happens to be St. Patrick's Day. You can celebrate St. Patrick's Day inside Green Brain Comics after hours for this free event featuring poetry by Jeff Cass, the prose of Aubrey Adkins, the music of Daniel Dene, and the visual art of Alice V. Schneider, all happening on Monday, March 17th, collaborated together by our pals at the Emerging Writers Network and made possible by the performers for free inside Green Brain Comics. Brain Candy number 66, part of our 40th anniversary. Our next bi-monthly East Dearborn Drink and Draw will be Friday, April 11th. Let me get that up here a little bit bigger. That's not it. The East Dearborn Drink and Draw happens on Friday, April 11th from 7 to 9. This is hosted by Downey Brewing Company at downeybrewingcompany.com, 13121 Prospect in Dearborn, 313-288-8442. This event is also co-hosted by Blick Art Material and Green Brain Comics. We love getting together with these two businesses and all of our pals that enjoy a little time out, a little social time with their artist friends, a little opportunity to taste some of the local brewed beverages, of which they also have non-alcoholic varieties, and show off some of your work. It all happens on Friday, April 11th, East Dearborn Drink and Draw. And then, first Saturday in May, we got Free Comic Book Day. Saturday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Join us at Green Brain Comics for Free Comic Book Day 2025. We've got lots of fun in store for you. Lots of details coming up soon, but put it on your calendar. It's only like 8 weeks away, 9 weeks away. Free Comic Book Day. Check it out. And join us back here on YouTube this Tuesday night at 6:30, as long as I don't sabotage the tech. Brain Scan will be live 6:30 Tuesday evening to give you a sneak peek of New Comic Book Day. We're going to show you all the new comics before Wednesday, so you can let us know if you're interested in anything. You can put your orders in through Comic Hub, or you can give it to us live. Brain Scan happens Tuesday at 6:30. And of course, we got all those new comics on Wednesday, March 5th, including Secret 6, Monkey Meet the Summer Batch, and the new Doctor Strange of Asgard series, all debuting at Green Brain Comics on Wednesday, March 5th. And join me back here next Friday at 6 p.m. for Final Order Report, my curated look at all of the new comics that are going to print and giving you your last chance to secure copies, just like you're going to do right now. That's right. Oh, that's it, folks. That's the top of the list. And you've got until Monday at noon, March 3rd, to order these items. Wow, I keep locking up today. It's my day off. Okay, Monday, March 3rd, noon. Please send and confirm items in your cart before the deadline. And thank you very much for joining me here on the Final Order Report. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All of the links to our shopping cart website and Comic Hub are below in the description. Music for this episode provided by Brainstem Productions' new band they just signed, Klezmageddon. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks. Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics.